Hi, I'm Jeremy Gates, Managing Director of Gaia Construction. Are you thinking of renovating and are desperate to reduce energy costs and make your new home comfortable and healthy to live in? This is exactly what our clients at this home were grappling with when we met them just over a year ago. After discussing their options with them, we addressed three key things as part of the renovation to vastly improve energy efficiency and comfort: insulation, glazing and heating and cooling. These are three straightforward improvements that you can easily be incorporated into a renovation and will give you a significant return, not only in terms of energy cost savings, but also give you a more comfortable home to live in. We have just completed the home, and in this video I want to show you one of these improvements: insulation. At the end of the video I will give you a link to access the full video where I will show you the two other key improvements that we made: glazing and heating and cooling, so hang on for that. Insulation keeps in winter and, just as importantly, cooling in summer. Insulation is often overlooked by householders, perhaps because it can't be seen. It is not perceived as valuable. Insulation works by resisting the flow of heat, slowing down heat loss in winter and heat gains in summer. In winter, a well-insulated home will stay warm with far less energy input than an uninsulated house. You may not be able to see the insulation, but in most homes you can feel its presence or absence. It is vital that insulation is installed correctly. A 1 centimetre gap in the insulation in a wall or ceiling is like leaving a window or door open. To work properly, the insulation must have no gaps and not be squashed up. Insulation has different ratings according to the level of heat resistance. They are called the R ratings. In Melbourne, it's most cost effective to have R6 insulation in the ceilings and R4 insulation in the walls. Any more than that, and the extra cost outweighs the benefit that you'll receive in the terms of energy savings. In this home, we installed R6 earth wall batts in the ceilings and R2.5 batts in the walls. In renovations, it's not always economical to retrofit R4 in the walls because maybe the depths of the walls aren't deep enough. In this home, we could fit R2.5 earth wall batts and top that up with a Kingspan Permaseal, an insulated permeable membrane, to take it up to approximately R3.5. A building still needs to breathe and moisture needs to be able to get out. We do this by wrapping a pocket between each stud with a Kingspan Permaseal. This is a breathable membrane and also provides the extra R. This has the added bonus of keeping the insulation between the studs so it doesn't collapse in the future, and it does not come into contact with the brickwork, as this can lead to gaps in the insulation, moisture sitting in the insulation. If you have access to the inside of the floors during your renovation, it is worth insulating. There are lots of different systems, from polystyrene to multi-layered paper systems, and if installed correctly they all work well. The access will usually determine which system you use. If you don't have access, as was the case here, it is not cost effective to remove the flooring to install the insulation. As the heat loss is only around about 10% through the floor, the cost of removing and relaying the floor far outweighs the benefits in terms of energy savings. Because you can't see whether the installation has been installed properly, we take photos of the installation before the plasterboard is put on and provide those photos to our clients. Also, we have an infrared camera that we use to check the insulation. This is very important because even if the insulation was installed correctly at the beginning, with the different trades working in the home, insulation can easily be inadvertently moved, creating gaps. So we check the insulation with the infrared camera before final inspection. This is an image of our insulation check of this room. As you can see, there's a few hot spots in the roof where there were some gaps which compromise the level of protection provided by the insulation. This meant that we could move the insulation and fill these gaps before handover, and the clients can rest assured that the insulation is providing maximum protection. You can see this in the infrared image of the same area at handover. Now that the home is airtight, we need to think very carefully about ventilation. It is very important that the moisture and warm air can escape from the home. If the moisture can't escape, this can lead to condensation, mould growing in the walls and on the walls, and this can even rot the walls out and lead to sick house syndrome. To avoid this, we installed the permeable membrane, the Kingspan product, which will enable moisture to move out of the home. Also, we recommend that windows and doors are opened regularly to get a fresh air flowing through. In super airtight homes, for example passive houses, it is essential to have some sort of mechanical ventilation. In conclusion, insulating the home properly will vastly improve our clients' enjoyment of their home. If you would like to know more about the 2 other key improvements we made, you can look at the full video at www.gaiaconstruction.com.au.